Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to talk about intermittent fasting and why I've started to incorporate this way of eating into my lifestyle. But before I get into this video, if you're new here, welcome. I post new beauty and organization and health related videos all the time. And if this is something that interests you, consider hitting the subscribe button so you can be alerted when I post new content. So as of yesterday, I've started my intermittent fasting weight loss journey, I guess you could say. Right now, weight loss is not my main priority, but it is a priority. My main priority is getting my health back on track. So what is intermittent fasting? I'm not going to get into the different types because there are a variety of different ways to fast. Basically, I'm doing the 16-8 method, which is for 16 hours of the day. And that includes the time I'm asleep. I'll be fasting, and then the remaining 8 hours of the day I'll be eating regularly. So why am I doing this? Really, I'm trying to get back to my old eating and exercise habits. I used to actually eat this way most of my adult life without ever really thinking about it, and was also really athletic until I went through a major life change that I didn't see coming. And when that happened, basically my eating habits fell apart and I stopped exercising, and that's led me to where I am today. So basically I want to get back to the shape I was in 2.5 years ago, and I just want to get back to living a healthy life again. So here's a little background information about me first. I'm 43. I just turned 43 years old in May. I'm 5'6", and I'm currently 153 pounds. And for myself, that is not a comfortable weight for me. Like I said earlier, up until a few years ago, I never had an issue with weight gain. For 20 years, I hovered around the 135 pound mark. During times of stress, my weight may go up or down 5 pounds here or there, but for the most part, I always maintained my weight at 135 pounds. But then December 30th, 2014, my father very suddenly passed away. And when that happened, I lost focus. I stopped exercising completely, which was something I love to do. And I started eating a lot of sugar, like a ridiculous amount of sugar. So between the lack of exercise and my intake of processed sugary foods, I've put on close to 20 pounds. So while I was grieving and trying to process what had just happened, something else happened at the same time. I started developing symptoms of perimenopause. Nothing too crazy, but like the odd missed period here and there, or periods that went on for 2 weeks at a time, chronic migraines, chronic fatigue, and this crazy appetite for sweets. So my first reason for doing intermittent fasting is I really want to kill this sweet tooth craving that I've developed over the past 2 years. The junk food doesn't do anything for me health-wise, and I always feel like crap afterwards. I get this really crazy sugar high, and then when I crash hard, and then I'm lethargic and I lay around and I don't feel like doing anything, and I end up really, really cranky from the sugar crashes. So although I have this 16-hour window where I won't be eating anything, and this 8-hour window where, I'll be consuming all my calories, this isn't a free pass for me to continue to cram my body full of sweets. I'm doing this because I want to get my nutrition back on track. So my second reason for doing this is I've always kind of had a bit of a sluggish gut, I guess you can call it. But when I hit my mid-30s, it seemed to get worse. Like, I don't have IBS or anything like that, but honestly, I think it stems from not drinking enough water. I don't drink nearly as much water as I probably should. So in my late 30s, I made the decision to become a vegetarian. And when I did that, I noticed a lot, not all, but a lot of my gut issues cleared up, except when I snacked in the evening. And of course, when I was snacking, it was primarily on processed foods. That's when I noticed a lot of bloating and discomfort. So I'm hoping that this way of eating will help to clear the rest of that up. I also want to get back to exercising the way I did before my father passed away. I used to be really outdoorsy and really athletic. I've never been a gym person. It's never been who I am. But I love being outside. I love running, and I love biking and rollerblading and hiking. I used to be one of those weird people that was always outside no matter what the weather was like. It could be raining like crazy. It could be a massive heat wave. It could be a blizzard. And I would be outside working out. It was just something I loved to do. So I'm hoping this will help me out. I really, really miss running. I used to be a long distance runner. I haven't done a marathon in about 3 years, and I definitely want to do that again. But in my current shape, there is no possible way I could run a race. And I know the first time I train again, that first run is just going to kick my butt. I am nowhere near the level of athleticism that I was 2.5 years ago. So I know in order to get that back, my entire diet lifestyle has to change. And that brings me to weight loss. I am not comfortable at my current weight. I am really uncomfortable in my skin right now. Plus, I'm tired all the time. I'm lethargic. My energy levels are nowhere near where I want them to be. And then most of my clothing either doesn't fit me properly or doesn't fit me at all. So basically, I'm doing this because I felt my best and my most energetic and my happiest when I was living a healthy lifestyle. And I've reached the point where I'm ready to make the necessary changes to make that happen. So this is day 2 of my fasting journey. So far, I just jumped right into it. So far, it really hasn't been that challenging. So I found that the fasting period that works best for me is 6 p.m. in the evening to 10 a.m. the next morning. I'm up really early in the morning and I'm in bed probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the evening. I'm not the type of person that I like to go to bed with a stomach full of food. I find it very uncomfortable. And I already deal with insomnia issues as it is, and I find having a whole stomach full of food ends up keeping me awake half the night. What I am finding difficult is giving up coffee. I know I can drink a black if I want to, I just don't. I would rather not drink coffee at all than drink black coffee. I thought the real test for me would be the evenings, because those would be the times that I would snack mindlessly for no reason, even though I wasn't hungry. But now that I've made up my mind that this is what I'm going to do, it hasn't really been an issue for me. I just make sure that I have a lot of water on hand and I drink that instead. And I find other things to do in the evening rather than sitting around and eating food. But so far, everything has been okay because I'm looking at food now as a source of nutrition rather than a way of just killing the boredom. So this is the beginning of my journey. I'll be posting update videos on a monthly basis just to let you guys know how it's going. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button so I know, and I will see you next time. Bye!